Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are keeping fine. On previous class, we have to study about matter. And you already taught that different types of matter, that is pure substance and mixtures. Today, we are going to study about element. These pure substances are classified into two types, element and compound. These pure substances are classified into two types based on their chemical composition. Okay, based on the chemical composition, these pure substances are classified as two, element and compound. On the basis of their chemical composition, the pure substances can be classified as elements and compounds. Okay? On the basis of their chemical composition, the pure substances can be classified as elements and compounds. The term element was first used by a scientist, Robert Boyle. Okay? Robert Boyle was the first scientist to use the term element in 1661. Okay? Robert Boyle was the first scientist to use the term element. Are you clear? First, the term element is used by a scientist, Robert Boyle. And then Lavoisier is the first scientist who given the experimentally useful definition of elements. Okay? Antoine Laurent Lavoisier, he is a French chemist. He was the first to establish an experimentally useful definition of an element. Are you clear? Once more, the term element is used by Robert Boyle. But the Lavoisier is the first scientist that given scientifically or experimentally useful definition of element. Okay? He give an experimentally useful definition to element. And Lavoisier is a French chemist. And he is also known as the father of modern chemistry. Lavoisier is known as the father of modern chemistry. Okay. First, the term element is used by Robert Boyle, but first experimentally useful definition for element is given by Lavoisier. Antoine Laurent Lavoisier defined an element as a basic form of matter. Okay? Basic form of matter is element. Okay? The matter's basic form is element. Or another way we can say that basic form of matter is element. Okay, element is the basic form of matter. This element cannot be broken down into simpler substances. Okay, these elements cannot be broken down into simpler substances by chemical reactions. Okay, this is the definition that given to element. Okay, this is the definition Lavoisier that given to element. Once more, basic form of matter is element. Okay, element is the basic form of matter. This element cannot be broken down into simpler substances by chemical reactions. Then some common examples of elements are hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, iron, gold, copper, boron, carbon, beryllium, argon, etc. Okay, these are the some common examples of elements. An element cannot be split up into two or more simpler substances. You already taught in Lavoisier's definition. Element cannot be broken down into simpler substances. Because the reason is it is made up of only one kind of atoms. Okay? Why these elements are not broken, are not possible to broken down? The reason is these elements are made up of only one kind of atoms. Okay, these elements are made up of one kind of atoms. Once more, element cannot be split up into two or more simpler substances. The reason is it is made up of only one kind of atoms. Thus, we can also say that element is the pure substance. Okay. Then we can say that the element contain only one type of atoms. So, it is a pure substance which is made up of only one kind of atoms. Are you clear? This element is made up of only one kind of atoms. So, it is a pure substance. For example, iron is an element and this iron element is made up of only one kind of atom. That atom is called iron atom. Okay, iron is made up of iron atoms only. Sulfur is made up of sulfur atoms only. Mercury is made up of mercury atoms only. Carbon is made up of carbon atoms only. Boron is made up of boron atoms only. Are you clear? Atom is made up of only one type of, element is made up of only one type of atoms. Boron is made up of boron atoms. Beryllium is made up of beryllium atoms. Okay? Are you clear now? There are 118 elements known at present. Okay? There are 118 elements known at present. This is the periodic table of the element. Okay? This is the periodic table of the element. These elements are of three types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. That can be studied in next class. Okay, that will be studied in your next class. So once more, there are about 118 elements that's known at present. Out of these 118, 92 have so far been found. That means these out of 118, 92 elements are naturally occurred. Okay, naturally occurred one. These 92 elements are naturally obtained, and the remaining have been prepared in the laboratories. Okay, out of 118 elements, 92 have naturally obtained elements. The remaining are prepared in the laboratories. The most abundant elements in the earth crust are oxygen, silicon, aluminium, iron, calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus, etc. Okay, these are the elements, are most abundant elements in earth crust. Okay, these are the most abundant elements you can see in earth crust. Okay students, these elements are of three types. Okay, these elements are of three types, that is metals, non-metals and metalloids. Once more, these elements are of three types: metals, non-metals and metalloid. That is depending upon their properties. Okay. Okay. These three types will be studied in next class. Okay. Today I wind up my class. All of you study well. We will meet you on next class.